have no idea what's really in here.
That's true. I am really sick of frosting this thing.
Looks like it's coming out now. Current problem is that the fridge is too big to get out the door. I got it.
What did you bring home?
We got a new refrigerator for the Wraith.
Ooh.
A 12-volt refrigerator.
Now, some would argue that we don't need it,
We don't.
but we want it, so we got it.
I know in the past I've always been against residential refrigerators, and I still am against a residential refrigerator in a motorhome or an RV. It just seems like it's extremely inefficient to take 12 volts, which is what your RV runs off of, and convert it up to 120 volts AC just to run a refrigerator.
Right.
Where this runs directly off of 12 volts.
Right. And there's a lot more space inside, which I am excited about.
Actually, I'm 100% assuming that this is the fridge. I have no idea what's really in here.
That's true. We're just gonna go with it for now.
Came all the way from California. You see what's in here?
Yeah.
It says Dometic. There's gotta be it. Yep, DMC4101.
By the way, does anyone want any steps for a Wraith? They're in our way.
Those are going to the scrap pile. Put that $30 Amazon electric air horn on the Wraith, and people hated it so much that
Yeah.
I got another one.
That's funny. And then you installed that on one of your auxiliary
Yeah, it
switches?
says the upfitter switches in it, and it works out beautiful. Got the box off of it. Making a mess, of course. It looks good. It's everything I hoped it would be. Doesn't look like there's any damage to it or anything like that. So much more room. It's crazy how much more room there is. Of course, trays are falling out. Figure before I take the time to remove the old fridge and put this one in, I may as well test it. So you can see up here, I've got my power supply. I think this is a 50 amp, yeah, 50 amp power supply. Converts AC power to DC 12 volts, and it's right about 14 volts right now. I've got it connected to the fridge, just temporarily, so we can test this thing. At the same time, we want to test out how long it takes to cool. So, got this right here. Hey, the light is on, so it's on. I'll just put this thermometer right there. You see, it's on. It's on performance. Looks like it's on the, oh, there we go. Now it's on the coldest setting. I'm gonna see how long this takes to cool down. Got a stopwatch, I'm gonna start it. See, it's 218. It looks like it's drawing about 6 amps right now. It's on the performance setting. Still holding 14 volts. Let's see how long it takes. This is something that we're super excited about. Yes. Is it magnetic? It is magnetic.
It is magnetic.
Oh man. Still gotta peel this this film off, but we want to make sure it works first.
Right.
What do you think?
I'm excited because I'm excited to have more room. Mike pointed out to me that there's separate temperature controls for the freezer and the refrigerator, which we've never had that before.
In an RV.
In an RV, of course, obviously. And I'm excited for all the space.
We're 30 minutes in. Let's check the temperature. It started at 67 degrees and now we're down to 52. Dang! Hit 1 hour. Let's check it. We're down to about 44 degrees in there now. It's been an hour and a half. And we are down to 36 degrees. 2 hour mark. This will be the last update for a while, I promise. Let's see how we're doing power-wise. Still about 6 amps. 6 amps coming out. Let's see what the temperature is. Oh, we are below 30 degrees. It's like 28 degrees in here. 28 degrees is pretty cold.
Yeah, that's a bit cold, but hey, I know that in an hour and a half, it's gonna be at temperature for a refrigerator, if not even a little bit sooner, so.
And we never turn off our fridge, so
Right.
There's that.
Yeah. We're getting ready to change out this fridge. You can see that it already needs to be defrosted again. So this couldn't have come at a better time. I am really sick of defrosting this thing. Like, it seems like it's once a month, once every 2 months if I push it, but I'm tired of pushing it. Can't wait to get this new fridge in. It's all empty. Ready to go.
On the outside, got the wiring disconnected. We got the gas line plugged because we're not going to need that anymore with the 12-volt fridge. Once we get all these screws out, we should be ready to pull the fridge out. But getting out this door, that could be another problem. Looks like it's coming out now. And she's heavy too. Here's the space it came out of. At least they insulated it. Up here at the top, you can see the vent. So, won't need that anymore. I'll probably just stuff that with insulation. Our current problem is that the fridge is too big to get out the door. So we're trying to take this trim piece off to slim it down a little bit. I don't think we're gonna try and salvage this fridge. There's nothing wrong with it, but to get it out of here, we're kind of tearing it up.
Well, that's one way to see inside. Got ourselves a nice big old hole. With your hands, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at all the room we got. Now that we destroyed this thing. There we go, there we go. Ugh. Ah. All right, yeah.
One way to defrost it.
Yeah.
Wow, this hole looks huge. It looks way bigger than like what I imagined it looked like when the fridge was in here. Wow.
Looks like progress has been made. Dave stripped off all the spare parts for his.
Yep. I made out.
Here's the power wires that they ran from the factory, but I wasn't too thrilled with that, so I re-ran some 10 gauge all the way over to the batteries. Oh my goodness! It just made it.
It's happening.
Oh man. Oh man. That came in a lot easier than the other one went out.
Why does it look smaller inside?
It does. It looks smaller now, doesn't it? That's what she said. Probably put the doors back on now.
You think
Probably,
now
yeah.
before you put it in
We'll
the
have
hole?
to tilt it to put it on.
Yeah, because this is edge is gonna sit flush with this, and here's the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ready? Yep. All right.
Close. Okay, a little bit more, and you're in. Slide her in.
Right there's good. That way we can get that bracket on the front. On the outside, gotta connect the power up here. give you this cover, I put this rubber grommet in here to run the wires through. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So we got negative, positive, and then a chassis ground. Level the Wraith and see how level the fridge is. Hopefully we don't have to do anything. Got power.
It has power. It just turned on. Yes, it is. It's officially ours.
Yes, it is.
The sticker be coming off.
Got the fridge on and it's running at 7.5 amps. That's not bad.
Yay! Look at it. Look at it.
In all of its glory.
It is done. It looks fabulous. I love it because it's bigger. We went from an 8 cubic foot to a 10 cubic foot.
And you wouldn't think it makes that much of a difference, but
yeah,
it does.
It doesn't sound like a big change, but with this one, you get so much more space inside.
Lots and lots and lots more space.
Without the fins, without all of the, you know, LP stuff on the back of the fridge, it can really have, in the same space, you have a lot more room for activities.
And it's way more efficient too.
It goes all the way to my elbow.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have some stuff to put back in, but for the most part, well, our fridge, it's never been off. It just stays on.
That's true.
We never take anything out of it. It just stays ready to go all the time.
It is what it is. Here's the freezer. It is large.
This is about twice the space that we had. And just to note, we have a separate temperature control for the freezer and the fridge, which we did not have with the propane.
That I really like. This is also something else I really like. Barely touch these and they just shut.
Yeah.
So with the other fridge that we had, it would do like a soft and then you had to like push it and it would click. So that's a nice feature. Plus, I really do like the stainless look of this because now it matches our other kitchen appliances with the convection microwave and the cooktop. So I like it. I think it breaks up that dark color of our cabinets, which generally I do like, but it was just a lot in this whole space.
Yeah, and it's magnetic, so we can add all of our magnets and stuff that we've collected.
Yep. So that is something that we lost. We actually had to add this board back here a while back just to put magnets on.
So we can start moving things over now.
Yep.
You know, it's not all good. If you look up here, we got a gap, right? You can see some of the insulation there. Now you really got to look for it. It's taller than me. I'm holding the camera way up here. But now we kind of got a little gap there, which we didn't have before. And when we pulled the old fridge out, the frame covered this area, and it kind of damaged some of this sticker wood a little bit. But, I mean, it's not terrible, and we can maybe try to correct some of it and fill it in, like right here.
Yeah, we'll get one of those like wood crayons to color match it, and you'll never be able to know. So I'm not worried about that. Some people may be worried about that, but I'm sure there's probably a trim kit you could buy if that was really something that bothered you.
It was super easy to swap. It took us, Dave and I, you know, shout out to Dave Fitch.
Yes, big shout out to Dave Fitch from Following the Fitches.
It took the two of us 4 hours to do the swap, and we took breaks.
Yes, they took multiple breaks.
And he took some parts off of our fridge to get his working again. Yeah. So that was also part of that 4 hours.
Right. Gas part of his fridge hasn't been working for quite some time now, and none of the RV dealers could get those parts. We were taking out an RV fridge, so he just kind of took the parts off and made it work.
And just real quick, show the model number again. I know we said it at the beginning, but this is a Dometic model DMC4101. Highly highly recommend. And this is something that we ordered ourselves. We did not get it from Dometic or anything like that.
No, we paid for this bad boy. We ordered it several weeks ago.
It got lost.
It got lost. We thought we weren't ever going to get it. And then lo and behold, it just showed up. So here it is. We got it installed and I'm very happy. If you guys are on the fence and you have an RV fridge, we do recommend this as of right now.
See how excited Guy is. Look at this. He is just thrilled with this new fridge. Oh man.
How many times do I have to tell you, lift with your legs, Mikey?
I did.
There you go.
See, I did. Oh, man, these are 68 pounds a piece. We are upgrading the batteries. I know what everybody's going to say. Go lithium, go lithium. You should have bought lithium. Man, I was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I went with AGM. We just don't have a need for lithium batteries. If we were to dry camp a lot and have solar, then yes, I would get lithium batteries, but our charger is not rated for lithium, so we'd have to upgrade the charger, which is built into the inverter, so that whole thing have to be changed. And then to charge off the alternator, we need a DC to DC converter, so there's another expense. It doesn't end.
Yeah, just keeps going.
And we camp in the winter all year long. I know the cold is hard on any battery, but lithium you can't charge when they're cold. I know they make heated lithium batteries, but they're using their own power to warm them up.
Yeah.
And like I said, we just don't have that demand to dry camp. In the winter, we have 3 or 4 electric space heaters going the entire time. And I cannot realistically fit a battery bank, lithium battery bank into there that's capable of supporting that overnight, let alone the amount of panels that we would need on the roof.
Yeah, we do have a lot of real estate, but not that much.
Lithium is an excellent battery technology, but it's just not for us right now.
Correct.
And other people may be in the same boat where they just want a better battery. Now, we paid full price for these batteries. They were not given to us. They were about $290 per battery, but they are 100 amp hours.
And what made you choose these batteries specifically?
I looked at all kinds of different batteries, and the size, the physical dimensions of it is what brought me to these batteries, because this battery tray is only 12.5 inches wide, and these new batteries are 12 inches wide.
Okay, so they would fit. If it fits, it ships.
Right, and literally every other battery I looked at like AGM gel batteries, looked at lithium batteries, looked at everything, and I would have to completely change out this battery tray, which isn't like a super huge task, but when we don't need lithium batteries or that massive capacity, I don't want to go through the trouble.
Yeah. So for now, we can always change it in the future.
Yes, we have a 12-volt fridge now, so we need some added battery capacity.
Correct.
But we don't need to be a rolling power station.
True.
If that makes sense.
We are not out west. Our home base is in Northwest Ohio. If you're familiar with the Midwest, there's really not a whole lot of boondocking opportunities. We have a couple places that we go and we can dry camp at campgrounds, and that's about it.
And we're not opposed to boondocking or dry camping, whatever you want to call it. It's just there's no opportunity out here to do a lot of that. And then, like I said, in the wintertime, we run all that electric heat. And then in the summertime, we have 2 air conditioners. We have a built-in generator.
Right.
You know, a diesel own-in generator that all you do is push a button and it starts up, and we've got 50 amps of power.
And it's fairly quiet, and we've never had a problem running it. We are courteous generator runners, so.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I wanted some added battery capacity, that we won't have to run it as much.
Correct.
I don't know if these batteries are good or bad. We'll have to let you know. I'm going to put them in and see how they do. Now, there wasn't necessarily anything wrong with these batteries. These are the ones that came with it. But it really doesn't say anything about like the amp hours or anything like that. I have no idea what the capacity or what those batteries are rated for. Definitely lighter, for sure. How tiny this tray is.
That is actually a lot smaller than, in my head, I thought it was a lot longer. Like I thought it went back this way a lot more, but I guess not.
No, it's about 15.5 inches deep. 12.5 wide, so we're not gonna hold very much battery capacity in that tray.
Right.
The dimensions, I mean, it's almost the same. The new battery is slightly taller, but way heavier.
Yeah, it's a lot
Noticeably heavier.
A lot more dense.
Let's go inside and make sure it works. We have lights, and it says 12.5 volts. I mean, they're not fully charged, but let's make sure the fridge works. This is our pride and joy. Hey,
Ooh.
Lights on.
Light is on.
Yep, it's on.
Yay.
It's on full blast.
Okay, good.
Everything's nice and cold.
Good.
So I'm going to plug in power. That way the charger will bring up the batteries. Yeah, 48.4 pounds. You were right, you guessed 45.
Yep, sure did.
The new ones are 68 and these are 48. Yep.
Dang, I'm pretty good. I guess lifting weights, I know what 45 to 50 pounds feels like.
I've got high hopes for those batteries.
Me too. I'm excited.
The power's plugged in, they should be charging. 13.4, so it's charging. It says it's at the float stage. See ya.
See ya.
It's like they've made some damn improvements.
Yeah?
It's about damn time.